Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's very special call. It's a Monday night, and we're doing our part two of how it all works with our bronze presidential, Karen Dennis. So, Karen, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. Well, welcome everybody. Great to have you on the call tonight and congratulations for being on. Tonight's a very exciting night because for the first time in many years, we're actually going to be able to convey some average incomes at the various levels we're talking about tonight. This hasn't been possible previously, but for lots of reasons, it will be tonight. So I hope that'll be very inspiring for you. So we're going to start off tonight at executive director level. As you might recall, 2 weeks ago, we did from silver associate up to gold director. And tonight we're doing from executive director up to presidential director. So at executive director, the PV required is 6,000 PV, as you can see. And we get the structure you're going to see tonight is to make it very simplistic to understand and explain. Obviously, nobody's business will look exactly like this because nobody's business looks the same as anyone else's. We have very differing sized legs, as we call them, and things can be different. So this is a simplistic representation to make it easy to understand. So at executive director, you are required to have a PV, a downline point volume, which is DPV. So that includes you, your customers, your associates, and their customers of 6,000 PV. And this is zero level, which is where you sit. And if you have customers, they sit on zero level with you as well. So in this example, we're putting you down as 300 PV. And we're going to start right from the beginning with you having 4 directors. At our recent Elevate event, it was very exciting to just have this mathematical equation in our mind that 4 directors, and a director has 1,500 PV, and we have quite a few directors on the call, some new ones tonight as well. At 1,500 PV, if you have 4 directors in your business, that adds up to 6,000 PV. So with the levels we're showing tonight, it's obviously we're past doing all the work ourselves. So we're at the stage of having other associates in our business, developing their businesses. So by helping 4 of your personally enrolled associates get to the director level, that is one way you can achieve executive director. And so they're all on level 1, and where their volume is coming from is from their own personal property purchases, of course, and also their customers and also their downline. So this may look like this, that each director may have a silver associate under them and a gold associate under them. So we've just kept them all symmetrical so it's easy to understand. And that's your level 2. And then, so now as an executive director, one of the incomes you earn at this level is the uni-level bonus. And so this chart below shows where we've been previously. And I just think this is fascinating because at every level you increase, you get paid deeper in your legs and you also get a higher percentage. So by the time we've got to executive now, you're on 8% on your first level, which is level 1. All these directors, and you're on 8% commission on your second level, which is these ones. If you have a third level, you're on 8% as well, which you would do if these people are gold associates and silver associates. Obviously, they will have business under them anyway. So you're getting 8% on level 3, 6% on level 4, and this is a new part of the compensation plan here, 5% on level 5. And this is a specific new percentage that if you have, as long as an executive director, as long as you have over 250 PV on zero level, that's called PPV, all of that includes you and your customers. As long as that is over 250 and you have at least 2 active customers, which I know most of you do, but others are getting there. So if you have 2 active customers and over 250 PV at this level, and you've got a deep leg with 5 levels, you will actually get an extra 5% on level 5. And this continues on as we go through, so I'll be repeating that. Now, are you ready for the drum roll and the excitement? Because this is the scope of earnings at executive director level. Yay! And this is an average, must make that clear, per month. And it depends on your structure. It depends on the different other bonuses you may be earning, like rank up bonuses, power seller bonuses, mentor bonuses. There's a lot of other bonuses apart from the uni level. So the average income at this level can be from $450 up as high as $1,700. So that's very exciting, I think. And we must read the disclaimer here. The average income range could be higher or lower than shown. This all depends on how you build your business. Okay, but that gives you some idea of the potential. So moving along to the next level of Silver Executive Director, and we're just going to live this same format of having 4 personally enrolled associates who have now increased their business to 2,500 DPV. So that includes all their personal volume, their customers, and everyone in their downline. So we're just going to pop their downline in here. So this is how it's working now. So as a silver director, let's say to make that level, which is 2,500, they've got a director and a gold associate. So the people under them, the 2 under them have gone up by developing silver associates and gold associates, or silver associates underneath. So that's excellent. But what you'll notice is 4 silver directors with 2,500 DPV conveniently adds up to 10,000 DPV, which makes you a silver executive director. And this is the most wonderful thing about our business. We achieve success by helping other people achieve success. So it's a win-win-win for everybody. And you earn according to what you've put in. So you now have a level 3 showing up here. And by helping these people on your first level who help and working with their people on their second level and then them creating a third level, you start to be paid at all these levels. So now with the uni level bonus, remembering this is only one of many bonuses, the uni level bonus as a silver executive, you still continue to earn 8% on the first 3 levels. So all that's showing here, you would be earning 3% commission on. If you have a 4th level, you'd be on 6%. But also now, and this is new, this didn't used to happen before, as long as you have 2 customers, active customers, and what an active customer is a customer with a minimum of 50 PV order. So it doesn't take a lot to have an active customer. As long as you have 2 active customers and on 0 level, your PPV is over 250, which it is in this example, that's you and your customers, you would now get paid, if you had a 5th and 6th level, an extra percentage. And some people do. Some people have very big legs that they might have started previously that go much deeper. So this is another way to increase your income, which is incredible. So as a silver executive director, and we have a couple of them on the call tonight, the average income per night, per month, now increases between 800 to 2,200. I wish I could see all your faces. This is a very exciting level of income. Very good part-time income, and a really great addition to your regular income, just by helping other people with these products and with our business opportunity. So moving on now to Gold Executive Director, and we're keeping the same format with our 4 original people. And really, 4 original keen people is enough to build you a huge business all the way to the top. You may have 5 or 6 by now personally enrolled associates, but we're just keeping it at 4 for the ease of explaining. So what's happened with your 4 now, they've increased the 2 under them to Gold Director and Gold Director. They've got 2 Gold Directors. Remembering a Gold Director has a volume, no, I won't do that. Maths is too hard there. But I'll just move on. And they've made Gold Director by having 2 directors under them. Okay. And now the uni level bonus increases because with 4 of those executive directors, 6 fours are 24,000, and you need 20,000 DPV to be a gold executive director. So you want to be always aiming above the bar, remember? Some of you have heard that story about aiming above. So with 24,000 there, you're well and truly a gold executive director. And again, you're looking at 8% on your first 3 levels. And then on your 4th level, 6%. And once again, you get paid on your 5th and 6th level. And you still only need the minimum of 250 PPV on 0 level. That's you and your customers. And you need to have 2 active customers. So if you have a deep leg, you'll now get an extra percentage on level 5 and still 4% on level 6. So that can make quite a difference, those percentages, because remember, every level is not just one person. You know, that's one level. So there's there can be a lot of volume in that with just one person and their customers. So now, at a gold executive director, your income potential, average income per month, can vary between $1,500 and $4,200, which is an excellent level of income just by helping other people do what you've already learnt to do and helping others to do the same. So moving on to presidential director. So presidential director, you can see we have 40,000 DPV, and we've kept it at exactly the same with these same 4 people. Developing them to silver executive director makes a very neat 40,000 DPV. So you may have 5 or 6 people with a bit less, you may have some with a lot more and some a bit less, but basically 4 silver executive directors will earn you the level of presidential director. They in turn have executive directors under them, and those executive directors have gold directors and silver directors under them, and so it goes on. There would be probably a level 4 and possibly a level 5 by now. So it just continues. It takes on a life of its own, actually, after a while, which is very exciting. Now, I do want to make a point before I get on to the uni level. At this level, I'll get to that in a minute. We'll just do the uni level first. So with PD, you're still on 8% at those top 3 levels. And I hope you see the point of this. You know, working with those top 3 levels that are closest to you is such an important thing to do with your business, to be helping the people close to you, because they're your top 3 payments as well, and that will encourage them by teaching them the same thing. So at presidential director now, you get 6% on level 4 and you get 6% on level 5. And once again, these asterisks now come in at level 6 and level 7. But there's a slight change. At presidential director, you need to have a minimum of 500 PV on 0 level. You have to still have 2 active customers. Once you've met those 2 requirements, you will be qualified for the extra 5% on level 6 and 4% on level 7. And presidential director, for a lot of people, offers a full-time income. Others, depending on their expenses of their life, may need to go a bit further than presidential director. But for some people, this can be that stage. And the average income per month is $3,000 to $6,500 per month. Can't hear any noise. It's much more fun in a live theatre, isn't it, where I can hear everybody cheering. So let me say the disclaimer again. This is an average income range, could be higher or lower than shown. He'd had higher as well. This all depends on how you build your business with the various other bonuses as well, and how your business is structured. And of course, once you become presidential director, you don't sit there on 40,000. You could be on 50,000 DPV, 60,000, 70,000. It just continues to grow. And as the volume grows, so does your income. So moving on now, we want to cover another bonus tonight, my favourite, because this is building real strength in your business, by developing this source of income for yourself. And this is called the Business Development Bonus. And what's required in the Business Development Bonus is for you on your zero level to have a personal point volume of 500 PV. So that includes you and your customers. And I know many of you on here already have this at any level. This is a level people reach very early because of our products. It's very easy to get to the level of 500 ppv. So the aim of the Business Development Bonus is for you to help 2 of your personally enrolled associates do the same thing, get to this level. So just by helping them with their own purchases, to love the products, to trial new products, to introduce new customers, helping 2 of your personally enrolled associates get to this PPV on their zero level will enable you to earn the Team 2 bonus, which is part of the Business Development Bonus of $125. Now, if you only have one, you don't get it. This is a bonus that's paid in twos all the way through. So for 2, it's $125. So one of the things I suggest is you look at the people coming through in your business and be focused on this as you're doing all the other things you do to help them get to that 500 PPV. And then you can teach them to do the same thing, aim for this themselves. So once you get to 4, it happens in twos, as I said. Oops, I need to press again. Once you get to 4 personally enrolled associates with 500 ppv on their zero level, you now earn the Team 4 bonus, which is $315. So you get 125 for 2, you get 190 for another 2, so it adds up to $315. It will be shown separately on your statements, but it's a total of $315. And as I said, it goes up in twos. It goes up even more. It goes up all the way to 10, actually. But every 2 more you add will earn you more bonuses. I'll show you the detail in a moment. But once you have 10, the bonus for that is Team 10. So 10 people you've helped to get to zero level is 1,065. So that's another extra bonus. It could be part of those bonuses we've talked about previously, or it could be in addition to the bonuses we've talked about previously. So what that looks like broken down is this. So the major thing to understand, to earn this bonus, you personally must have 500 ppv yourself on zero level. So Team 2, enroll 2 associates who also create 500 plus ppv, and you earn $125. Team 4, once you have 4 associates who also create this, you earn another 190. So that's it. You get 315 with those 2 combined. Once you go to Team 6, you must have 6 or 7 associates who also create this. You now get an extra $250. So from once you do Team 6, Team 8 and Team 10, as you can see, every time you go up another 2, you get another $250. And I just want to point out this point below too, because once you get to Team 6, you must have at least one of those people coming from 3 different legs. Once you get to Team 8 and 10, you must have those 10 people, at least one, coming from 4 different legs. So that's just a small thing. But once you get to understanding and developing this bonus, you can always go back and read the fine print and remember how to do this. So this is a great bonus, and it's an every month bonus. As long as people maintain this, you just keep getting this bonus month after month. You know, these bonuses are just ongoing income, which is fantastic. And that's all for tonight, folks. So by helping people in your team develop and achieve these levels, and by achieving these levels yourself, you too can qualify. Whether you're in New Zealand, Singapore or Australia, anywhere in Australia, you can qualify for the Elevate Plus incentive, which is on the first weekend in November. The one we've just had in Sydney was outstanding, amazing, incredible, unbelievable, and we're all just loved it so much. We got so much out of it, and I know you all agree that we're there. So to be at this next one and bring some of your own team with you is just a great way to elevate your business. Okay, thanks, Drew.
Awesome, Karen. Thank you so much again for tonight's presentation. Yeah, it's brilliant how you explain things. It makes it so easy. I'm hoping that more people jump on board and start doing it.
Yeah, well, I hope it helps, and you can refer back to it because it's going to be in the library and recorded. And the first one is, if you want to go back and see the early levels, they're in the library. They don't have income, but we'll work on that sometime. Won't we, Drew?
Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Hope you all have a great night. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye.